Right. Avengers Doomsday trailer has leaked online. I've watched it. You can watch it online, but I'm going to describe it anyway. It is nostalgia bait. It's desperation. Now, wait. I'll outline why I believe it's desperation. There'll be a bunch of MCU Kevin D suckers down below in the comments going, "Oh, why is that desperation?" Blah. Shut up. I'll articulate why. Maybe you can articulate why you don't believe it's desperation. How about that? How about that? Or alternatively, you can fillet me, you massive peen. So here's some screen grabs from the trailer. Oh, look, it's Steve Rogers. He's back. Yeah, he's back, right? He is back. The trailer is, he gets off of a motorbike. He walks into a building. He picks up his son or daughter. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. He's picking up a baby. It's obviously his baby. And that's it. Steve Rogers will return. I think it even says it. Yeah, Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. There you go. And this corroborates and confirms some of these other leaks about these other trailers. I'll get to what's desperation in a minute. But basically, so Daniel RPK claims the first trailer confirms Steve Rogers' return. That's confirmed. Like, I've seen it. You can go and watch it as well. Maybe it's AI. I doubt it. But it says, okay, so since Marvel is revealing it themselves, I can also tell you that the first teaser is Steve Rogers focused and his return is confirmed. The reason is to establish him as the lead character in Avengers Doomsday. And then another leaker said, oh, interesting. So they switched the order. Doom was supposed to go first. Okay, no reason for me to hide it then. Or people would think I was BSing. The 4 trailers aren't really trailers. They're 4 short scenes, each focusing on a different character. The one with Steve was originally supposed to be the third, but it looks like it's going to be the first now. It shows Steve riding home on a bike. Like, you can, I mean, it is literally here. You can literally see it. There he goes, riding home on a bike. So, and it shows Steve riding home on a bike. He has a baby boy. There's a tagline that reads, Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. Okay, then a countdown. Since they changed the order, I'm assuming Thor will be the second one now. So apparently, they're just releasing character teasers on the lead up. Cool, fine, whatever. This is just pure desperation, guys. Jesus. Why is it desperation? Well, why is it desperation? Marvel decided to kill these characters off, right? And they decided to kill everyone off for a reason. They believe their character arcs were done. They believe it culminated in a way which would be a fitting end. Robert Downey Jr. was killed off in part because of his financial sort of contracts that he managed to wangle with Marvel. If you don't know, Robert Downey Jr. has just insanely high price tag. Doesn't justify it at all. But he has an insanely high price tag. He managed to get the best of the best deal with Marvel when it was starting out, because he was the guy that signed on. So he has the deal, and it's a deal that Marvel has never replicated. Case in point, Robert Downey Jr. is getting somewhere in the region of a $50 million payday. Straight up, just that's what he's getting paid for Avengers Doomsday. not Infinity War, Secret Wars or whatever it is, Secret Invasion, I can't remember what it's called. The next one. That's another $50 million. Mental. They couldn't keep paying the actors the sums of money. Even Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, they couldn't keep paying him the sums of money. Because every single time they were re-upping their contract, they'd have to get options to get paid more. And it's a sliding scale. It goes up. Up and up and up and up and up. And that's in part why some of these budgets have just been insane. But it's desperation because you've killed off these characters. You've built to this end. And it's really cynical to bring them back. Like Robert Downey Jr. coming back. And people are like, well, he's not coming back as Iron Man. No, it's even worse. He's coming back as Doom. That's even worse. I reckon. And I think it's even worse that Steve Rogers is coming back. Now, don't get me wrong, I think they killed off all these characters way too soon. Way too soon they killed off all these characters. Like 100% they killed them off way too early. They should have kept it going. They could have kept this universe going in its current format post-Endgame for some time. But they didn't. They really wanted to flip it and push it to this femme-focused MCU, which we know because they confirmed that in interviews. They said, we want to, like, we are trying to get women. They admitted to doing this. They wanted to turn it into a female brand, a girl brand. Same with Star Wars. It was a whole thing that they were trying to do. And that's ultimately failed, and they know it's failed. And yeah, there's issues because of Jonathan Majors. That was going to be Kang, and the Kang Dynasty is not happening, and all that nonsense. So yeah, they had to flip it, and they were stuck on what to do. So they, flung shit at a wall to see what sticks, and then apparently Doom stuck. And they were like, right, well, let's get Robert Downey Jr. back then, I guess. Let's get Chris Evans back then, I guess. But it's really cynical. Because it's and even the music, it is that Avengers music slowed down. It's that proper, I don't know, that's a terrible impression. But you get my drift, right? It's that slowed down stuff. It's trying to get you, trying to pull on your emotions. Now, it's quite nicely done. But it is still cynical. And it is desperate. Why is it desperate? If they were happy with where they went with the writing of these characters, they wouldn't need to do this. Like, what actual purpose does it serve to have Chris Evans be the main character of Doomsday? Like, what purpose does it serve? To get bums on seats. That's all. That's all. And I don't think it's going to work. I genuinely don't think it's going to work. Now, is it, is the nostalgia good to see? Is it nice to see him back as, Captain America? Sure. But it is definitely cynical and it's definitely desperation. So, there you go. I don't have much else really to say. It leaked. Hilarious. And everything people were leaking about this movie is true thus far. So, well done, Marvel. Brilliant. Brilliant. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Go watch it if you want. I think you can find it on, I don't know, it's online somewhere. Go watch it. It's nothing. It's a nothing trailer. Bye now.